Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. So today we are going to discuss a question which is subtract to linked list. In this question, what we have to do is we have to subtract the data of two given linked list. The same work we have done in add to linked list. In that question, we were adding the data. In this question, we have to subtract the data. So how are we going to do this? Suppose this is our linked list. And we need to subtract this list 5 and 1. We need to perform similar task as we were doing in add to linked list. If you haven't watched that video, then you need to go and first watch that video, solve that question first, then you will understand this easily. Okay, you need to reverse this list. Why? Because we can't subtract this list because we don't know the starting point of any list. We just have the starting point. We don't know the size of the list. We don't know where we have to put this node in respect to this list. Okay, so we need to reverse this list. We will get this 9 9 and 1. We need to reverse this also, 5 8. Then we will get this. Now we have to subtract here. When we subtract 1 from 2, we will get 1. When we subtract 5 from 4, we can't do that. Then what we will do is we will take borrow. Here we need to put a -1, and here we need to put a +10. Why? Because whenever we take a borrow, then this will increase by 10 and this will decrease by 1. So this will become 14, and after subtracting 5 from 14, we will get 9. Here only 7 is remaining. We can't subtract 8 from 7. So again we will take borrow, and here 10 will be increased. It will be increased by 10. Now we need to subtract 8 from 17. What we will get? Here we are getting -1. And in this -1, if we add 10, what we will get? We will get 9. 9 is our answer here. All right. So if I'm writing here, if my borrow is less than 0, then what I will do is I will update my borrow with -1, and I will add 10 in the difference, or else I will update my borrow as 0. Okay, so let's try to do the code. Again we need reverse function here, so we will create reverse. List node reverse list node add. If add is equals to null ptr, or next of head is equals to null ptr, we will simply return head. Now we'll create previous pointing to null. I will take current, which will initially pointing to head. and forward, which is also pointing to head. Now I will run a loop while current is not equals to null. I need to update my forward by next of current, and in the next of current we will store previous. I will update my previous by current, current by forward, and then simply return my previous. All right, now we have some conditions like, what if my L1 is equals to null? If my L1 is empty, then my L2 will become negative. Any number, if we subtract any number from 0, then what we will get? We will get negative number. So my value of my L2 will become minus L2, and then I will simply return L2. What if my L2 is equals to null? And here I'm supposing that my L1 is longer than L2. So if L2 is null, then I will simply return L1. Now I need to create a length function so that I will be able to find the length of my node. Okay, length of my list. Len is equals to 0. I will run a loop while node is not equals to null. I will run a loop and I will tell my node to go to the next node. If I'm getting the next node, it means there is a node present there. Then I will simply increase my length and then return len. All right, by this I would be able to know my which list is longer. Length 1. For this I need to call my function length, and I'm passing L1 there. Then int length 2. In this again I'm calling my function and passing L2. Now I am checking if length 1 is smaller than length 2, then I said list 1 will always be longer than L2. So I want that to happen here. If L2 is longer than L1, then I will just swap those linked list. Okay. Save. In this save, I will store my list 1, and in the list 1, I will store list 2, and in the list 2, I will pass save. If length 1, that means L1 is smaller than L2, then I will swap my L1 with L2. Okay. Now, our main question. List node C1 is equals to L1, reverse of L1, and list node C2 is equals to reverse of L2. Now I need to create a head. List node head is equals to new list node, and list node iterator is equals to head. I am passing head to iterator because iterator will initially start from head. Now int borrow is equals to 0 initially. Now I need to run a loop while here I know that my list 1 is longer than list 2. So I am simply putting this condition here. If C1 is not equals to null, I need to run a loop. Null ptr, I need to run a loop because I know that C1 is greater than C2. Now int difference would be equal to borrow plus value present in C1. I am not checking that if C1 is null or not because I know if C1 becomes null, then the loop will already terminated. Will automatically be terminated. All right. But for C2, in case of C2, I have to write this check because I don't know the length of C2. If C2 is not equals to null, if C2 is not equals to null, then I want the value present on C2. Otherwise, I will take 0. Okay. Now, if my difference is less than 0, update my borrow with -1 and difference would be increased by 10. Else, update my borrow with 0. Now I need to update the answer to the iterator dot next. I will store difference. In iterator dot next, I will store difference and I will move my iterator to next of iterator. Now I have to move my C1 also. C1 will be moved to next of C1. For C2, I need to check the condition again. C2 is not, if C2 is not equals to null ptr, then C2 will be moved to next of C2. Right? Now, the condition which I was talking about, what if we have this, if we have two linked list with similar numbers. This is 9. 9 minus 9, 0, 9 minus 9, 0, 9 minus 9, 0, 9 minus 9, 0, 0. Okay. Instead of returning this 0, 0, 0, 0 linked list, we will simply return a single 0. For that, I am creating a node again, return node. I'm naming it return node because I need to return this. I will return this, and before that I need the reversed form of answer I have get till now. Okay, now I will run a loop while my my return node is not equals to null. I need to run a loop. I'm going to check if value present in return node is not 0, then I will simply return this node. Otherwise, I will tell this to go to the next. Okay, after that, I need to return the answer. At the place of null pointer, I will return new list node and 0. Let's try to run the code. We are getting error, line number 52. Okay, null ptr. line number 63. Another error. Minus C2 is not equal. Okay. We have right dot also. Yeah. Okay. Arrow. Again try to run the loop. Oh. Again try to run the code. It is showing error here again. The line number 89. Line number 89. Borrow plus C1, val of C1 minus. We need the val of C2. Successful. Let's try to submit. Fast. Okay. I hope you have understand the concept. Thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in another question again. Till then, tata bye bye. Thank you so much.